Guys, what is it about this modern telling of Alice in Wonderland that fans just love and fall in love with over and over again?
Well, I think what's really amazing about our show is that, you know, we've coming from the Once Upon a Time brand, and what people know from that is that it takes things that we recognize from stories that we've grown up with, and it puts a modern twist on it that has adventure and mystery, and every time you come back for the new episode, there's something surprising.
I think everybody can relate to this story, and it's a story that we're all very familiar with. But this series is a new take on it. It's a reimagining of the classic novel. We're approaching the story as adults now, and so it's probably touching on different themes, and it's that's why we can take it to a darker place.
Well, hopefully, the fact that an audience is presented with, I guess, it's not a too reverent homage to a 19th century classic, and they're mixing in elements of the Arabian Nights. So it should be this sort of glorious synthesis that we're presenting. And it's quite outrageous, really, isn't it?
This is what's exciting about this show, is now it tells the story of Alice as a woman, and you know, she's strong and determined, and it's just such a fun role to play, and I get to kick butt as well.
She's like, and I get to kick butt, which is the best part. And I love how the fairy tales, like, they intertwine. I mean, because when you think about Once Upon a Time, it's just like anything could pop up. Are we gonna see more fairy tales kind of jumping into your story this season?
I think so. I mean,
well, I think we'll put our foot into lots of other different worlds, which will be exciting.
but I think you hit the nail on the head. That's one of the key points about it, is that it takes what we know and kind of turns it on its head.
As far as my character is concerned, as far as Jafar is concerned, they will tantalise, I think, the audience very slowly with this character, and you will come to realise that Jafar has a rather dark and twisted agenda, which will affect every character in the show.
And how vivid does your imagination have to really be when you guys see the scripts and you're like, okay, this is what's gonna happen this time?
Well, yeah, I do have to ask, like, okay, what does this look like? Because it's all green screen and everything, so before we do our scene, we get to see what it's kind of going to look like.
They have these fantastic like illustrations, these graphic kind of posters, which, you know, has a still of what we're doing, and it gives us a great like inspiration of the work. Otherwise, we're just in this massive green warehouse.
But you do work with some reality. There is like I worked on a pier in a bit of a field, and then you can walk around and see the boys on the computers that are sort of putting the CGI to it, but you can see the CGI in action, and it's mental that you can see the real humans alongside CGI already.
If you had your ultimate fairy tale mashup, who would you guys like to have come on the show?
There's so many good ones, aren't there? And they've used a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to
We'll
think
just
of
have a
someone
one-man show of Geppetto then.
Only you would be interested. What is Geppetto gonna do?
Oh, come on, he's so cool. No?
But what's fascinating about Alice in Wonderland, there's so many characters within the Wonderland story. You know, I loved Tweedledum and Tweedledee, so maybe they could feature.
Maybe they could.
Oh.